So I've actually been a pretty big Yu-Gi-Oh fan since the early 2000s. I used to have a couple decks. I had the Kaiba deck and the Yu-Gi-Moto starter deck. I ended up losing them. I don't know how, somewhere. I left them outside. And I really wanted to get back into it, but the prices were crazy. They're like $36 for a starter deck. Yeah, if you look at these prices, they're a little crazy. $239. This must be for the original starter deck. So I wanted to see if I could find some cheaper alternatives to collecting them, and I went to Temu, found some starter decks on here for pretty cheap. The one I got is actually just right here, this one. So I got it for about $6 Canadian, and I have the cards with me today. All right, guys, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I also purchased this for about $6. It's a nice little card case holder. It's got a magnet right here. It's got this nice purple glow to it. And this is the case. This is the box it came with. As you can see, it's obviously like a knockoff. Like they weren't even trying. Like the proportions are all wrong, and it looks very cheap. So I was worried at first, but once you take a look at the cards, it's not bad. So let's have a look. So these are 40 cards I chose for my deck. I'll just show you how they look. So here is the Summoned Skull. So it's actually not bad. They feel okay. I don't know if this is actually the correct size of the cards, of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they seem a bit smaller. Yeah, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. We got the Silent Swordsman. I'm just going to show you what cards came with this pack here. I don't know if it's different or if it's random, but these are the ones that came with it. So the Spellbinding Circle. This is a card I used to own, Exchange. That was a fun one. Silent Swordsman 3. I did not own this card. Damage Gate. This is one I did not have either. This one I did have, the Swords of Revealing Light. So when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, I mentioned before, I got the Kaiba and the Yu-Gi-Moto starter kits, and I believe this is the card that came with one of them. This will not allow monsters on your opponent's side to attack you for 3 turns. I used to own this one, Sword Stalker. This is a great card that I loved using. Mage Power. Deathsferal Imp. 1600 attack damage. That's pretty good. Flip 1 card in your graveyard, shuffle that target into the deck. That's pretty nice. These ones I've not seen before. The Red Gadget. Green Gadget. Final Flame. Inflict 600 of damage to your opponent's life points. There's another card that does 800 points of damage, I think. So it's like, why would you not just use that one instead of this one? Here's the Yellow Gadget. This one I always used to love using. Flip Summon. When your opponent normal flip summons one monster with 1,000 attack, target that monster destroyed. This is a lifesaver. This looks like some sort of Dark Magician girl. This one's great for getting rid of spell cards that are annoying you. Breaker, the Magical Warrior. This one's kind of cool. It gains 300 attack for each spell counter on it. But you can also use the spell counter to target a spell trap card on the field and destroy it. That's pretty cool. The Y Dragon Head. Rising Energy. Discard 1 card, then target a face-up monster on the field. That target gains 1500 attack until the end of phase. That's kind of nice. Good old Karibo. This is a great way to negate damage if you're in a tight spot. This card is great because every time you inflict direct damage to your opponent, they have to get rid of a card on the top of their deck. Skilled Dark Magician. A level 4 with 1900 damage. That's pretty good. This one I used to have. I love this freaking card. This is one of my favorites. Always saves you in a tight bind. Shrink. Sakuretsu Armor. When an opponent monster declares an attack target, the attacking monster destroy that target. Oh, that's kind of nice. Divine Dragon. This one's pretty interesting, actually. This card cannot be destroyed by a spell or trap effects that do not target it. That's kind of neat. This is one I used to have. Catapult Turtle. You can tribute monsters to inflict damage equal to half the tributed monster's attack on the field. That's quite nice. This one's great for bringing back monsters from your graveyard. The Judge Man, I used to love using this card as well. Blade Knight, I do not recognize this one. Wabuku, this negates damage if you are attacked. This one I'm a bit confused on. I think if a monster attacks you, like for example with 2000 attack, then it reflects back directly to your opponent's life points, but I don't think it kills the monster though. Then we got the X-Head Cannon. Oh, another great card, Monster Reborn. Vanguard of the Dragon. This one's kind of neat. You can use it as 2 tribute tokens to summon a dark monster. And the Silent Swordsman level 7. Dark Hole, another great card that saves your butt in tight situations. And then we got the Shadow Spell. So these are the cards I used to create my 40 card deck. There was a few other cards that came with it as well. I'm going to show those to you. So this was like $6. The cards were $6. I also got this neat little case here, which holds up to 160 cards. So it also came with these ones. We got the Blue Eyes White Dragon. These weren't the ones. This wasn't the art though that I had. I don't think it was different. It came with the Dark Magician, a Dark Magician Girl. It also came with the God cards, which is pretty sweet. Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor. And then these were just Pokemon cards that were in my kids' Happy Meals. So they didn't want these, so I was like, okay, I'll take them. It's got Jigglypuff, Pikachu, Charizard. I don't know if these are like rare or not, but here's a few more here. Quagsire, Dragapult, I don't even know some of these. Hatena, Rayquaza, Miraidon. I'm more of a like, oh, there's Umbreon. I'm more of a like original 151 Pokemon. So there's Eevee. Yeah, so these ones also came with the Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Sorcerer of Dark Magic. That one I've not seen before. The Tiger Dragon. The Manga Ryu Ran Toon Dragon. Electric Virus. Light Force Sword. Book of Moon. Oh yeah, I used to have this one. Buster Blader. Miracle of Restoring. Magicians Unite. Magical Dimension. Burst Stream of Destruction. Dark Magic. This one's kind of cool if you have a Dark Magician at play. And then these are just ritual summons. I don't really use ritual summoning very much, but I just need to look more into it. And there's the polymerization card as well. So this little case here was about $6 as well. So all in all, I spent like $18 or something for these two things. So what'd you guys think? Would you purchase some of these knockoff cards? And I mean, for me, I would just play with my kids, right? And I don't really care if they're real or not, but they look, I mean, they're good enough for me, so I can play with my kids, and it's a lot cheaper, right? So let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.